Everybody to Tier 2 Round 3 Qatar in Urfl. Huh? Oh yes, of course. Yeah, very natural. Audio options, party audio. There it is. All right. Technical difficulties left and right, but we're going straight down the middle with this one. Qatar. A lot of drivers' favorite tracks, so we'll be looking forward to see who does well here. Yeah. I kind of need the session to start, but it is full quality, so that's good. Still really super healthy numbers. And if you are watching the stream, join the league, man. Just exclamation Discord, I think, and it should give you a link to join our lovely community.
Yeah, no, it's silent, yeah.
I'm messaging Neo, he's saying I can't let him into the lobby.
He has to do what I'm doing.
Yeah, hang on.
There we are, finally. Oh no, this is going to be painful. I can hear myself. There we are. No audio for the stream. There we are.
Oh, lovely. Oh, wow, they're ready up already, wow.
They don't wait long here, unlike in T1.
Alright. Do I have any
predictions?
Well, I think there is the new guy in the AlphaTauri, XD, Kylie. But everyone else is a known factor. I think Nova and Dune are gonna bang it out for the top spot here in qualifying, so we'll see what happens. But I have heard that this isn't a fantastic track for Nova. I could be wrong, but yeah, we'll see how that goes. And also the Wen, also another debut for someone. Wen hasn't raced before, has he?
Imola. He raced in Imola. He finished P3, I think. Podium debut.
Yeah, I was. Well, what was I doing last week?
Commentating.
Was I? No way. I didn't commentate after Imola, did I? In Imola? Did I? I might have done it.
Imola was the last race. Didn't you not do it with Zealous? Or was it Zealous and... Oh, it was Zealous and Welshie.
Yeah, it wasn't me. Yeah, it wasn't me. Why are you tricking me, man? Right. Anyway, you just killed a minute of qualifying and nobody's exited the pits. Let's see what happens. Tyres, softs, everyone's on softs. We'll disable the telemetry now. I used to run with it on, but I think it takes too much of the screen. But I'm not really a fan of it. But yeah. Oh, the time is reset. That was at 17. That was at 17, and it's just jumped up to 18.
Oh,
interesting.
Now they've reset into Quali.
Alright.
They're not ready. 5 people out though. Interesting.
I can't see anything. My thing's broken. Are you watching my stream?
Yeah, I can see the track. You're looking at the pit lane. No one's went out yet.
Oh, there we go. Oh, so when you say 5 people out, you mean like there's literally 20 drivers on the grid?
Yeah, there will be 5 people out this session.
Yeah, you're right. And who do you think those people will be?
Anime God. I don't know. The rest, it's quite a close field normally. Maybe Chef might find a way out.
Yeah, I think Anime God and Chef are gonna be struggling to get out. But apart from that, I can't see any obvious candidates. Actually, I want to talk about Rooster. I think he's a huge underdog in this tier, man. And Cam as well, to an extent, but Rooster is like... in my opinion, he's such a dark horse. I really want to see him put a title charge on. So, we'll see how that goes. But he's maybe the commentator's favourite driver, I guess, at the moment. I really like him.
I mean, maybe for me, he's just the Minty of T2.
Not feeling the same love as Nova on the Inters. Actually, ooh, lots of people on the Inters, and usually the guys that are on the Inters they're confident enough that they can get a lap in to go into Q2. So these are our fast boys. Chef thinking he's part of the gang. Biz as well. Kairazu to an extent. Not really, but
In Farmer T1, maybe he's found his glory.
yeah, perhaps. Find the AlphaTauri of Anime God starting lap on the medium compound tire. That's very interesting. Not switching. Yeah, switched his on battery there. There we go. DRS open, and this is going to be the first lap of the weekend. Really high speed circuit, Qatar. Not many overtaking opportunities, but there are some. Turn 1 being one of the. Oh, shoot! Did you see that?
I've got the delirium
Anime there. Yeah. Big slides from Anime God. That is not going to help his chances in getting into Q2 and building up that confidence. But he's on the medium, so I guess he is allowed to make mistakes. But yeah. Oh man. Another big slide. What's wrong with him?
I think he's went a bit too little on the rear wing here.
Yeah, something's wrong with the car there. Yeah, not much. What are the expected like lap times that we're meant to be seeing here?
Maybe a 22 dead on mediums.
All right.
That might be a bit quick, but hopefully they can hit it. But like sub 22, maybe high for the slower drives.
It looks to me like the Aston Martin, who's right behind Anime God, is going to immediately take away his fastest lap. We'll see how that goes, but Anime God should cross the line soon to go P1, but I think it's going to be smashed by Pickle Tundra here. Anime God P1 and Pickle Tundra P1 by Jesus. What is that? 3.3 seconds? Not good. And Nova on the Inters almost beating Anime on the mediums. Williams across the line now, believe that's not guys, that's nobody apparently. McLaren, Chef. Dune. Oh god. Wait, did we just see a Ferrari round? Yeah, Red Bull round, Cabs round! The T3 champ is causing a yellow flag in sector 1. He has to make sure that he joins the track correctly. It's the McLaren, almost clatters straight into him, actually, going off the track there a little bit, but yeah. Who else have we got coming around the final corner? There's Gaz on an invalidated intern. There's now quite a lot of traffic there. We've got the Alpine getting out the way, Keen crossing the line, 2 Alpines trying to start a lap. Blake, despite the traffic, goes to P2 on the mediums. Good lap from him so far. Nice stable lap. Alfa Romeo coming out into the final corner. It's not Kona Clappers, that's Ika on the mediums again. A lot of medium runners, actually. Sure, this is the new mare. Ika goes to P4, another good lap time on the mediums. Only 2 attempts over Blake.
You don't want to waste your softs, do you, so early on when there's so many drivers that will end up going out in these next coming sessions. So
yeah, good point. I mean, sorry. No, it's going to take some getting used to.
I know we like talking at the same time.
No, I just wanted to cut in and say, in Tier 1, me personally, I selected the preset with all of the softs. I didn't have a set of mediums in qualifying because I knew I was going to struggle in Q1. And I'm surprised there's only 3 drivers who are thinking the same, and one of them hasn't even exited the pits yet, so we'll see how that goes.
Here we go. But Nova currently winning on the Inter Championship.
My goat.
The most precedented championship in the league, in my opinion.
He's well, we got the perfect man to talk to about this. The Mercedes team principal, of course, AMG. What? Just talk us through the process of. There was such a strong team, like not even performance-wise, but chemistry-wise. You guys know each other so well. Sahamed has been disqualified. Hang on, we'll come back to that. Saham has been disqualified for going the wrong way. That's not what to see. Yeah, and he's starting this race in last place. Great start, Samud.
Well done.
There's one down, 4 to go. As Bizanski apparently left the session, he's now back. But before I get back to the question, Antacid, the rear was getting a little bit loosey-goosey there in the middle sector. But he has set purple sector 2 there, according to the timing screens, and he's coming through the final corner now. And I underrated this guy a little bit the last time I spoke about him. He proved me wrong. I believe it was in Brazil. He's shown that he is a strong driver here in Tier 2, and he's going to come across the line, and he's going to go P6 on the mediums. Not bad, but there's 3 medium runners ahead of him, but still not bad. And his mediums are older than most, so good effort for Antacid in the Williams there.
Yeah, only 2 seconds off, I think.
Yeah.
But it does keep fading in and out, so I think. But yeah, but he's shown he does invalidate quite a lot, which could hinder his race. Racking up points like that. But yeah, it's looking well so far. Only 11 drivers have managed to get a lap in. The rest look to keep invalidated, which is not fun for them. But helps the other drivers out because they're just eating through the tyres.
And Eco improves from P5 to P2 there, 3/10 improvement on those old mediums, and old in terms of qualifying, so that's really strong pace from him. Anime God starting lap, I believe, on the softs, fresh soft. He's invalidated. Is that a this and next lap invalidation? That's not ideal.
Yes, it was.
Yeah. Cam's also starting a lap on the mediums. That spin we saw him do earlier is not going to do him any wonders, and I'm surprised that the as regards yellow flag in sector 1 and in sector 3. But I'm surprised that as Chef goes up to P6 on the mediums, that's really good from him. Really good lap from the McLaren TP there on those lovely medium tyres. And is he going for another one, or is he just backing off? Yeah, he's backing off. His lights flashing, but yeah, only 4/10 off of his teammate, who's one of the favourites for this tier and is on the soft. So really good lap from Chef there. Fantastic stuff. As I believe, was that Blake? No, who just went faster? I believe it was Atari.
Yes, it was Cal, XD Cal.
Yeah. Oh, there's more chaos in the middle sector. What's going on there? Kairazu's left. Oh, two Alfa Romeos in the top 4. Good start for them right now. Am I right in saying that Colonel Clappers is the team principal? No, that's his Destructo, isn't it?
Yeah, Destructo's the TP. But setting his lap on softs, which the medium runners look like they could be from behind when they set softs. So that was a tongue twister. But yeah, it's looking good.
Cam gets himself relatively safely into Q2, I believe, with P7 on the mediums, and he can always go into the softs again if he wants. But yeah, good lap from Cam there, especially after spinning. But yeah, anyway, really long tangent there. That we were talking about the synergy you had with Nova. Obviously, 2 really experienced drivers in the league, knowing each other really well. And even it was displayed in Australia. The teamwork was fantastic. It must have been devastating for you to not only. And we're hearing reports that you've got rid of one of your star drivers in Tier 1. Also, that must have been a difficult decision to make, and also just comment on the separation you had to deal with Nova.
The separation with Nova's like a divorce, you see. It's not fun. but we were too powerful, so they have to do something, and they did. But with the start driver going from T1, it was because of budget reasons. I'm assuming many people may know. And Rafa was a legend and willingly chose to sit down out of this season for that and allow someone else to be signed, so we are in budget.
Yeah, and yeah. And we were talking about Anime Gods. maybe struggling to get out of Q1 here. He is in P14, but he's on the softs and he's right on the cuffs there. And the likes of Nova, Rav, Kairazu's, literally everyone behind him is set to go faster than that. So, and as we speak of that, Nova has just got a purple sector 1 on the mediums. And car number 95, the Black Arrow. We'll see what he can cook up. His ERS was flashing there as well, surely. Am I hallucinating, or is he the kind of guy to flicker it between corners? He must be doing multiple runs, yeah. That's interesting. Yeah, purple sector 2 as well.
I know, it's just, he's on the limit, even though he's turning his ERS off. Yeah.
Oh, got a little bit wide.
Does that bring any improvement in your lap? Flicking it on and off?
I have no idea. I don't think it does. I think it's just you save a little bit of battery, and it might hinder your performance slightly, but if you're going to do multiple runs, I think it is optimal. As he says, he's P16, but he's up to P10. That's actually not an amazing lap, but we did see that mistake there in the penultimate corner costing him, I have to assume, like 3 or 4 attempts, to be honest, which would have put him like P5, P4. I don't think he could have actually got to the lap time that XD Kylie got on the mediums. I think he would have been the second fastest medium guy, so that's interesting. But he was. We did see him flickering with his ERS, so we'll see how that goes. And there's so many drivers, man. Where's Anime gone? P16.
P16 still. Yeah, I think he did that lap and he's still not improved. Well, it's minor improvement, but he's still down there.
Who's that going across the line? Kairazu's starting a lap. The two Alpines love setting laps together. What is this? Is this Slipstream or Rav's invalidated? What's Rooster doing? He's not even set a lap yet. He's starting a lap.
Gain 2. Unless he does it here, then yeah, he'd gain a lot. But...
Yeah, really strong team play here. I'm surprised because I get the feeling. Wow. Very late and getting out of the way there, Rav. But I just feel like both of these drivers can easily get into Q2 anyway. Like, unless they're just practicing. I mean, there's no real point, like just risking unnecessary things. You know, it's just a distraction at this point. But we'll see how that goes.
Well, maybe the Alpines are struggling and they can't get through.
Maybe that'd be quite a shocker in my opinion if that was the case. As was that the Mercedes of Cam is not having a fun time. I keep flickering onto him. He's just going sideways, hitting boards. What's going on? The T3 champ not having a fun time in the hot Qatar circuit. But how's he managed? Oh, that's genius. He's nabbed the number 3. The number 3 Daniel Ricciardo Red Bull. That's genius. I was literally going to talk about Kian. Oh my god. I was literally going to say Kian had number 5 on his Ferrari. And that's a really nice touch as well. But yeah, Cam and Kian showing that the OGs are on top. But I don't know what happened to Kian there. He's maybe retired in the pits, looks like it.
Thinking he's safe.
That's risky, in my opinion.
22.8 the cut-off. Or 22.9 basically.
P15's only 3 attempts behind him. That's confident. I'll say that. That's confident. And there's a lot of cars on track as well. Dune included, invalidated. He should go ahead of Kian.
Roosters just went P4. 122.272.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. The Alpines look quick, man. Oh, I've not been checking my Twitch chat at all. I'm even having it up. I know. Get some community engagement. I can't get it up. No, wait, I can. Hang on. There we go. Stealth.
10 minutes ago, Zealous asked if you could up the quality if possible.
Is it not good? How do I do that?
It's looking fine for me.
Yeah, it looks. Okay, I'm gonna have to apologise to you, Zealous, and say no because I don't want to touch any further settings. Last time out in Australia, I did some stuff, and I don't know if it's fixed itself. There's not been any complaints, but I definitely did something when I was doing it on my laptop. So I don't want to. I don't want to go into that. But the stream should be fine. What's wrong with it?
No, it's fine for me. I've got it on my phone as well. It's fine.
Yeah. Blake's
Apparently
retired as well.
both Ferraris thinking they are safe. I mean, I'd say Blake is a lot more safe than Keegan since he's 2 positions ahead, but
Yeah.
a lot of people should improve here, so we'll have to find out. And apparently Dune might be on VR.
Oh, interesting. Is that maybe... When? Wait, that's on track. That's on track.
Was it?
I'm very... Yeah, I mean, there's cars running around. Nova's probably going to get blocked by it, surely. Yeah, he's still running around. He's now...
Blocked the
Oh
Red
my
Bull,
god,
didn't
this is chaos. There we go. He's finally pulled over, but when he's retired on track, so... Don't know what the stewards are going to say about that. But Dune on VR, not on VR, he's invalidated his lap. That's what definitely we know. He needs to get his act together. He was a front runner in literally every race, so I don't know what's going on there. But we have a whole host. Q1's finished already. Wait, so Dune's... Oh my god,
Dune could be out.
maybe... Oh my lord. Oh, he's under pressure, wow. Does Chef tactically not improve so his faster driver gets through? What happens here?
Depends how he wants to play it. Chef would just play the absolute himself game and just send it.
He looks to be improving by half a second. That is on course to match Dune. That could be the reason he gets knocked out, especially if there's time in the final sector. Does he back out? Surely they're in communications. I know for a fact they're communications. But yeah, this is interesting. Bazowski pits as well. Ah, Chef! Squirrely in the final corner. His ERS is empty as well. His lights flashing across the line. Will he knock out his teammate potentially? And no, he doesn't.
No.
Wow. 2000s. I mean, unless he's planned that to perfection. That was hairy. And Dune gets into Q2 by the skin of his teeth. That was hairy.
Maybe trying to teach his driver a lesson there. Next time you mess up, I'm taking it.
Just imagine if Chef's tyres were 1 lap fresher, his teammate would have been out. But yeah, that's Q1 already, and if my memory serves me right, we have got 2 Alfa Romeos in the top 3. Yeah, we do. Wow. Whew. Oh my god, the gaps. Holy moly. Top 5 within basically 2 attempts. Top 15 within a... Top 16 within a second is incredible. And Sahaman, unfortunately, not being able to set a lap there. But Chef on the softs, unable to get into Q2, followed by Bazowski on the mediums, and Tacid also unable to get into Q2 on the softs. Anime Gods, I'm hoping... There is some lag with him sometimes, technical issues. I hope that didn't affect him on his laps. Softs as well, and Sahamed just disqualified, not even setting a lap at all. Yeah, those are our 5 drivers out in Q1 there.
An interested bunch. I mean, you said Bach was somewhat proved himself in T2, and he is out in Q1.
As soon as I say he's good, he's bad. As soon as I say he's bad, he's good. So, yeah, I don't know what to say, but.
You've cursed the poor boy.
Yeah, I'm surprised Dune was down in P15 there. I mean. Apparently he's hooked up his VR headset, but he should still be more than that in my opinion.
Maybe there's a little bit of tactics in play.
Possibly. As Pickle Tundra, the man who went fastest in Q1 is now literally the first out on track. And I have to assume a lot of people are softs now. We still have some medium runners, and some of them are fresh. Yeah, apparently Raf. I can't confirm, but apparently.
The only evidence I have is Trellis saying Doom might be racing with you.
Yeah, I mean, the only evidence I have is you saying that as well.
Yeah, so maybe not.
Oh, I was wondering if something was wrong with the HUD. I need to. Unbelievable. Lap data. There we go. Felt naked. Yeah, that's much nicer on the top right. Yeah. I mean, big bravery from the Ferraris there, retiring so early, but it paid off. They calculated it to perfection, and they've seen themselves both into Q2 there.
It's looking a lot better for them this weekend.
Yeah, Tundra's invalidated his outlap, but yeah. The drivers giving each other a lot of room here as well. There's not much, quite big gap. That actually, did Pickle Tundra just invalidate his next lap there in the final corner on the exit?
I don't think it does that, no.
Wow. Very lucky. Very lucky, as Trellis has just said, Dune is washed. Wild.
Fair enough, yeah.
Oh no.
I couldn't be one on the stream.
I hope there's no. Oh, okay.
Nova said no. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. If Nova says it, it must be true.
Oh, thank you, Nova. I agree, it is shit, thanks.
It's usually my one. It's usually my one that's a lot of people complain about.
I don't know, man's been weird.
Yeah. But yeah, all that waffle, and Tundra is going to set our first lap here in Q2. He's going to set the benchmark, and as soon as I say that, he's invalidated and quickly drives into the pits. Who's behind him? I need to catch that quickly. Is it the Williams? Is it Kairazu? It is. Kairazu taking up the reins of... Set the foot! That was not a good final corner, and he's lagging a lot. Yeah. Kairazu about to cross the line. First man out on track in Q2 is a 22.8 on the softs. But I think that time is going to tumble down as Colonel Clappers does exactly that. 22.3. Maido on the mediums, 22.9, almost beating Kairazu there. Just over a 10 difference there, and not Cam, but Mel across the line soon as well on the softs, followed by Cam soon. Mel looking to get a 22, and it's 22.3. Well, fastest final sector, really strong lap time from Mel there. As Cam should go fastest, and it is 22.156, and I'm sure we're going to see the 20s as the McLaren comes across the line. I believe that's Duke starting lap. It is. Yeah, quick fire there. A lot of cars coming in, and we still got Eco to finish the lap. Going around the final corner.
When RC still in Quali? I thought he retired on the track, so he wouldn't be.
Yeah, he must have like pressed the retire button, but on track. Like he didn't DNF. It's like he just decided to retire whilst on track. I believe. I'm not sure. I didn't actually see it, but I did see his car roaming around a little bit. So in AI clearly. But yeah, don't know what happened there. I believe that's a Williams. What's going on in the final corner? That's not the final corner. This is the final.
Penultimate corner.
Alright. Well,
And that would be final. I've got a delay done.
when on his lap, I believe that Red Bull's going to pit. He does. Is that Dune? Ah, Dune's about to finish his lap. Lovely. On the mediums. Is he going to repeat the form he did in Q1? He looks pretty low on battery there. Yeah, he is flashing. 6 fastest. That's on the mediums is okay. Is that lap time gonna get you into the top 10 here, AMG? Do you think?
I don't think it will. I think they'll end up having to put a set of softs on. He is quicker than Milo, which is the next medium runner, but
Yeah.
I don't think it's quick enough.
Yeah, I don't think so either. I think the cutoff's going to be a 22.6 possibly, 22.7. I think a 28.28 is just 1/10 too much in my opinion. As when is about is navigating the middle sector there. Nice clean track ahead of him. Completely empty sector 3 for him, and he has gone purple middle sector 2, but I'm starting to feel like I should stop trusting that graphic, and I feel like a lot of drivers are getting loosey-goosey there in that corner there. I don't know what corner number it is, but just an edge of oversteer in that corner for everybody, as everyone's trying to lower their rear wing to get the highest straight line speed, but the final corner was navigated beautifully. There could have been a bit more on the exit there, but DRS wide open. This should be by the looks of what we saw so far, is a nice solid lap time. And it is a 21, the first 21 I believe of the entire session now, 21.965. I don't know what Pickle Tundra got in Q1.
Yes, I think it is the quickest that I've seen so far today.
Yeah.
But yeah, they all look quite close.
Yeah.
Still waiting for almost half the grid to do a lap.
How delayed is it for you?
Blake's just went round and won now.
Whoa! Whoa! Whoa!
Tell me Nova's set a good lap. Oh yes, that is the pace we like to see.
Holy moly!
Nova, I'll see you in T1 soon.
If I speak, I'm in big trouble. That is a monstrous lap from Nova, a champion, I believe in tier 1, 22 tier 1. He stole my championship. Yeah, flashing lights with a flashing lap time, a 21.3, 6 tenths clear of anybody at the moment. But we'll see what happens as he nicely gets out the way of the Aston Martin of Pickle Tundra, who was P1 in Q1. AlphaTauri coming across the line, starting a lap, an invalidated one. Back to Tundra, who is 6 tenths up, but he is 9 seconds off Nova. So I'd expect a bit more than 6 tenths.
What a lap by Pickle Tundra there. Showing the Aston Pro.
He's picked up a bit more time in the middle sector, 2.6 now, and oh, he's validated. He's invalidated. Yeah, this track is probably, maybe apart from Canada, the worst track on the calendar for track limits in my opinion. It is, to push the limits, there's such fine margins around this track, you cannot play about with it. And yeah. And Mido showing his teammate how it's done. Entering the final couple of corners there, and he also goes wide, and it's not invalid. Is he going to continue? He does. He's got away with that a little bit. Maybe he lifted while seeing so tight on the exit of the final corner there. Super fine margins, and every driver running out of the RS still alive. We'll see what Mido does. It's a 21.9 as well, just behind Win RC. But really not getting close enough to Nova there. Is that the McLaren come through? It's the Dune starting a lap. Super weak here in Q1 and Q2 by the looks of things. See how he does.
He might end up putting his foot down now that he's seen Nova top of the timesheet, who I would say is his championship rival.
Yeah, definitely.
Season, so
and yeah, not just a championship rival, but I'm not sure they're the best of friends off the track either. There's been a lot of heat between McLaren and Mercedes, as you can attest to as well probably. So this could be personal between these two. I think both are pretty capable of keeping it professional, but especially towards the end of the season, I would like to see a little bit of spiciness, as the kids call it. Wrong Ferrari. Kian middle. Purple. Kian pushing the limits on that Scarlet Ferrari with the Las Vegas livery, which is gorgeous by the way.
Yeah, I'm happy they haven't took that out yet. They
Yeah.
should just keep it as that forever now.
I was thinking the way they do like design liveries, they should just let us flick between what kind of car we want. But keying only P5 after a purple middle sector 2 apparently. 22-0.
Not a
But
bad
that
luck.
could, yeah, really close with his teammate. Really nice consistency there between the teammates.
Oh no,
And
Nova's in chat.
the track's quietened down a bit. Keane and the bottom 3 are the only ones on the track, I believe. There are some exiting it now, exiting the pits. Maybe is that Mel? Yeah, it is. Yeah. I guess a little bit of a break here.
Well, Nova telling us some useful information. Q2 pole in T2 last season was a 21.5 by the Rooster. Will we be able to see that pace today by?
Man, I'm telling you, Rooster's got that dog in him, but why is he not unleashing it? I don't understand. I just feel like he should be there with Nova and Dune, and Dune's not even up there. It's just Nova. Like Rooster, come on, man. 7 temps, please. And speaking of stats, you did a 21.5 last time out. Like, oh, what are you doing, Rooster? He's completely just gone round, and luckily there's no one near him. But Cold Tie is amateur. What? Where's need the Rooster evolve? Need that.
Every person you compliment.
Yeah, just. Oh man. Yeah. That's the wrong button. That's the right one. Alright. Mel, I believe, is going to be the first one of the lot to start a lap in this final phase of Q2. And who do you think is going to be dropped out here? I actually think Dune will be out. I actually think he'll be out.
I have faith in him. I think he can hook the lap up.
Yeah. Oh, Mel, really nice. Oh, that is, wow, I really like to see that kind of track limits. Mel is pushing it to the limit. I love that from the Dutchman. The flying Dutchman, he's usually in the commentary box, but he's got his visor down as Nova has retired, rightfully so. And finishing sector 1, Mel is purple apparently, 3 temps up. He's on course to go to the top 5 if he keeps it as that, but I'm thinking he might even have more time in the tank and following 2 sectors. So we're a little bit slightly on the rear there, but what do you think Mel's going to do, AMG?
P4. P4? Nah, P3. Mel's going P3.
Oh, really fine margins between P2 and P3 there. We'll see. There's another purple sector apparently from Mel. What can he cook in the final corner? As maybe I'm just tripping. I think every car is just losing the rear slightly in that. No! No!
Oh, he hasn't validated, has he?
Oh, he's out. Wow. Oh.
Everything was right. It was correct.
Oh man. Mel, I mean, I don't know if the track map was lying to me, but a purple sector 1 and sector 2, he was cooking. Such a shame, but we have spoken about track limits around this track, so we'll switch over to Colonel Clappers finishing a lap now. 22-0, only P8. He's safe for now, but there are drivers improving behind him, such as the T3 Tran Cam. T3 up to P3. Is that Rav? No, that's Rooster. No, it's not. I don't know what I'm doing. Mido? Maybe? No, the wrong guy. Pickle Tundra? I don't know what's going on. Too many drivers crossing lines. The other Alfa Romeo Ika is not gonna... Don't know what he's doing. Yeah, and now Rooster is coming across the line in P10. He needs more, and he does deliver more. 21.6. There's that. That's that lap time we're talking about. Not quite matching his previous Q2 time in previous seasons, but he's closed that gap up to Nova nicely. XD Kylie as well with 21.6 as well. Mido 21.7. And Dune about to cross the line. This is a big question mark at McLaren. P6 21.9. Still interesting that he's 6 tenths off Nova. He's going to need to fight more in Q3 if he wants to mount a charge onto Nova there in qualifying at least. But yeah, Mel out in qualifying. Kian vulnerable to being knocked out as well. Who have we got in the bottom 5? Oh, Kairazu coming across the line. Kian's going to be biting his fingers. Kairazu is just about a quarter of a tenth up. Opens the DRS. And will it be Q3 for Kairazu in the Williams? It will be. Great lap from him. And he secures his spot in Q3 there. Kian pushed out. And yeah, that's our bottom 5 there. Kairazu, Clappers, both Alphas after being in the top 3 in Q1, out in Q2.
How it changes. Another person you complimented.
Wow. Unbelievable. And big news. Nova has just revealed his little secrets. We were talking about that battery flickering. We didn't put 2 and 2 together, AMG. That battery flickering at the end of the lap. You remember everyone's crossing the line with the flashing battery? Nova is saving ERS in the middle sector so you can blast it on the final straight. That's genius. No one else is doing that. And that's 4 tenths down in sector 3. That's what's given Nova P1 at the moment. His genius management of battery there. So we'll see.
I don't think you should have said that.
Yeah, well, he
now
said it, not
everyone
me.
watching knows it.
He said it. I didn't say it. Well, I mean, I did say it, but he said it too. He said it first. Yeah, let you run through the bottom 5 of Q2.
We've got Kian Robbo for the Ferrari finishing P11, Colonial Clappers for Alfa Romeo in P12, Eicher for Alfa Romeo as well, after both Alfa Romeos had a really strong Q1, but sadly now being knocked out. And then we've got the Flying Dutchman in the Red Bull, P14, after invalidating his lap on the final penultimate corner, and Pickle Tondra, who just didn't look like he had it sorted for the Aston Martin, out in P15.
Yeah, I mean, I think apart from Kian, there was some big names out there in Q2. I mean, Mel was flying on that final lap. Both Alfa Romeos. I mean, the top 3 of Q1 were all out in Q2 there. Pickled Tundra was the guy in P1. Followed by the 2 Alfa Romeos. So all 3 of them out in Q2. That's amazing. That's insane.
That is... Yeah. Hopefully it doesn't change like that again.
But yeah, the grid has been sliced in half. And actually Kylie, he's a rookie, but he's cooking. I think Nova is my favourite for pole. But I wouldn't be surprised if that AlphaTauri drags himself onto the front row, especially considering Dune is not having a fun time at the moment.
I think Dune will find something.
Yeah, I have a huge question mark on him at the moment, but we'll see. It's game time now. He can't hide anymore. He can't run from the lap times. He's got to put everything in. We'll see how he does.
I wouldn't call him a qualifier though. He's normally up there in the race. He tends to do the overtakes, gain the lap time and the pavement. So
yeah. I missed Imola, but Australia, I think he qualified like P6, and he was on course for a podium. Oh, where did he qualify? P3?
No, P6, P7, I think.
Yeah, Cam was in P3, was he not qualified?
Oh yeah, Cam was cooking. He has been cooking as of late, so maybe he will have another top 3 qualifying performance.
Is that 3 Q3 appearances in a row for the T3 champ?
Yes, it is for the Hamilton Award winner.
Yeah. A Hamilton Award winner. T3 champ, number 3 on his car, in the fastest car, the Red Bull. I'm kidding, it's equal cars by the way, if you didn't know. But the Red Bull has dominated in 23. But yeah, I'm a Cam fan, and I'm also a Nido fan, and I'm also a Rooster fan. So I'd like to see these guys do well. I think, yeah, I mean, we'll see how Nova does. He's let a couple cars go actually. He came out early, but he's let Nido and Rav go ahead of him. Fair enough. Maybe they were just bustling to get a lap in, but Mido on course to give us our first lap time of the day, and I have to add the lap data again. Keep forgetting.
It should just keep it on from what you left it on.
I know, it's really annoying.
Can't make a game.
No. Real.
From what I've seen so far, this lap looks nice, tidy. He's not pushing it as much, just trying to get that bank lap in for Q3.
26.8, I can't see. What's Nova? Mido and Nova both setting a 26.8 first sector there. What's Cam set? I'm too late just to about. I'll try again for the sector 2 split, but we'll see what happens. I'm hoping the Mercedes gets out of Mido's way, but it shouldn't be too much of a problem. But 53.9 from Mido. Oh, Rav was next. Whoops. 54.4? What? Oh, well, Rav's not in it, surely. 53.8. So Nova is like less than a tenth up on Mido at the moment, heading into the final sector. But he did say, Nova did say that 4 tenths in sector 3. So let's see if that interesting battery management tactic will come into play as Mido is flashing across the line. And he's going to set the first lap time of Q3, 21.8. Nova isn't flashing, and he's going to go faster by 6 tenths in the final sector. And we saw Nova only being, they were a tenth apart entering sector 3. So that ERS management trick is incredibly overpowered. In the next 8 minutes, the rest of the grid have to figure this out. Otherwise, they're just going to be left in the dust by Nova there.
Oh yeah, they've got to perfect it now.
Yeah, they need to. I mean, not even perfect. They need to realize it's a thing. I think most of these drivers don't even know this exists. I mean, practice makes perfect, guys. It's literally the click of a button is giving him 4 tenths there. But Blake silently going up to P2 there. I completely missed that. Good lap from the Ferrari there, squiggly now, but good lap from him. I wonder if he knows the strat as well. I did see him in the chat previously.
Rooster on a lap, maybe now?
Yeah, Kylie's gone across the line. 21.7 P3. Nova's teammate Wen, who is also not incorporating the strategy despite being teammates, but he still goes P2, 21.5. I think if Nova handed that information to his teammate, I think Wen could have gone quicker than Nova there.
I think if he handed the information to the team garage, we all could have won a bit quicker.
Kairazu, I'm actually really impressed that he's made it into Q3. Well done, good effort from Kairazu there. And see what he does. I mean, he should at least be, out of ERS. Not a lot of drivers knowing about this, but P7 ahead of Dune, who's also invalidated his in-lap. Hopefully in a legal manner.
Ooh, Dune with a slow lap though, 23.1.
Yeah, and a bit of a clumsy entry into the pit entry, hitting the wall on the inside and sliding.
Oh. They don't know the pit entry strat. You don't have to brake. Just flat. Wall ride it.
No comment.
Oh. Nova said he's sorry to me.
Suddenly. It's all good after the fact, isn't it, Nova? Cheeky boy. He's withheld information from Brackley. At least tell your teammate, Nova, you still have a chance. You can't say that you forgot now. You've got 5 minutes to tell him.
Teach him it as well.
Yeah.
Do you think we will get someone in the 120s?
I think if anyone's going to do it, it's Nova, but I mean, when I don't see XD Kylie suddenly learning about the ERS thingy, but if because he's only like what, just over 2 tenths off of Nova. If he figures out the battery thing, I could maybe see him going faster than Nova. Is that a possibility? I think it's going to be a Merc pole for sure. I'm actually now not so sure it's going to be Nova, but yeah, we'll see how that goes. And I've told when. Okay, so we should have a good fight for pole here between the two Mercedes. But is Team Orders going to come into play here? I mean, Nova is gunning for a championship here. He is manifesting the double champ. So does Wen get out the way? What happens there?
I mean, Nova's been manifesting the double champ for the past 2 seasons now, so we don't exactly know.
Close.
Nova has now told Wen RC how to do it.
Yeah.
So, I say he's redeemed himself.
Not a single driver on a lap apart from Rav. We'll take I did this last time. Just a silent lap. We'll see how it goes. Just no hard, just lap. Let's go for the invalid, yeah. Damn it, Rav.
You're gonna have to do Nova's lap or something to see the
yeah, like pole lap. Yeah. But see when he does it, there's gonna be a lot of traffic. I'll try Radoon as well, maybe. Was that like invalid or was that just really slow?
I think it was slow.
Well, that was really awkward. I'm hoping... I don't know if you guys want me to keep doing that or...
Oh no, it was weird sat here and says.
Yeah, I was like, I kind of wanted to add, but I was like, nah. But yeah, I don't know. I think it's good to do at least once per qualifying session, like a Q3 run. I think it's a nice touch, but...
I think you've got to do it on the predicted pole.
Yeah.
See how much they go on the limit.
Yeah, but the problem is, speaking of traffic, I don't want to just go on one guy and like miss action. It's difficult. I did it on Doom there because of no one on track. It's tough.
Maybe if he's the last out at one point.
Yeah. A lot of traffic for Novi. I mean, Wen's behind him can move. Oh, there's a fast moving McLaren. He is invalid, but... Whoa, dude. What the hell? Are you seeing this? What's going on? Hang on.
Doing send them an invalid lap.
Nova starting a lap. Russo's right behind him. Also starting a lap, by the looks of things. Very interesting. I wonder if...
Russo's gonna get to me. But
yeah, I don't see... I mean, unless Rooster somehow catches up to Nova, something happens, and Wen improves by just over 2 attempts, we could... Arismedo goes P2! Not quite enough to dismantle Nova the King, but it is quite enough to dismantle a... Cam with a 21.262! He's gone fastest, he's wiggling his steering wheel, he's really happy with that. Great lap, Cam! Provisional pole for the Red Bull. Oh, and we turn our attention now to Nova, who's 3/10 up, and he's still got the Alpine behind him. He's got 1 sector to go. He's lost a tenth in the middle sector there. He was 3/10 up when we first looked. He's only 2/10 up now. The rear is getting squiggly. He's got 2 more corners to negotiate. He needs literally less than like 300ths to dismantle Cam off of pole. Will he do it? He's got that ERS strategy in hand. Final corner nailed beautifully. Exit. All he has to do is press the button, open the DRS. Will the Mercedes take back pole? Will he go into the 20s? He does! A 20.9 at Rooster! 20.8! Snatching pole straight out of Nova's hand immediately. He was behind him the whole lap. Rooster was behind Nova the whole lap and has taken pole off of Nova. Cam looking like he could be getting P3, but when only P5, Blake finishing P6. Rap P7, XD, Kylie gutted. I was hoping to see him in the top 5. The AlphaTauri only down in P8. Kairozu's finished with P9, and Dune is not going any faster. Mido might improve, but he's on a scrub. No, that's qualifying over. What a qualifying there. The final part of qualifying. Rooster in the dirty air. The dirty air of Nova and setting a faster lap time. That slipstream. Slipstream might be insane. Wow. Yeah. Wow. Rooster snatching pole from Nova. That was crazy. What a lap. And I'm sure everyone loves that. I mean, no hate towards Nova, but Rooster, my man. And I said, what did I say? I told you that man had the dog in him, and he's unleashed it today. He's unleashed it on the Saturday. Wow.
I stand by what I said. No, congrats to Rooster.
Yeah.
Great lap there.
Big qualifying, and Cam in P3 there as well. He's got to be chuffed with that.
Yeah, that lap there from Rooster and Nova would have put them P6 and 7 on the T1 grid, I think. So great laps.
Wow. Yeah, fantastic. Just run us through the order, AMG.
We've got Rooster for Alpine in P1, and then you've got Nova for Mercedes in P2, an American front row, which is very unlike F1. We've got Cam for Red Bull in P3. We've got Mido in the Aston Martin for P4. Wen RC for Mercedes making his debut in P5. Blake for Ferrari finishing P6. 7 is Ravi in the Alpine. Carl in the AlphaTauri P8. In the Williams we have Karazu P9 and Dune in the McLaren P10 with a poor qualifying for.
Yeah, almost. I'm more than 4 tenths off of Kairazu, and I'm impressed by Kairazu to get into Q3 there. But yeah, a blockbuster ending to Q3 there. My voice was going a bit there, but that was thrilling. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. I mean, Cam on provisional pole, whilst Nova's on his lap, and Rooster behind him in Nova's dirty air, just snatching pole immediately off of Nova. Like that was insane.
Oh, I think Rooster did. He went behind Nova so we could see what he's doing with the ERS.
Maybe. I think he just well, I mean, he's calculated correctly that slipstream outweighs dirty air, I guess. I mean, yeah. Genius from him, I guess. I mean, Nova was already playing tricks with the battery, and Rooster goes one step further with a slipstream. That was incredible. Strategic masterclass in qualifying, like, wow.
Oh, yeah. Now we have a wonderful 5-minute wait to go, I'm gonna guess.
Yeah, I'm gonna need to get a glass of water because I was screaming there. I'll be back. Sorry.
Oof.
Oh man, I'm back. Whew. Oh man. Yeah, I mean, good performance from Rooster there, but do you think he can keep up with the race pace of Nova?
As I've said, I think he's the Minty of T2. I think he will push too much and drop it, trying to keep it north.
And I mean, Dune 1.3 seconds off of pole. I mean, we know he's very strong in the race, arguably stronger than Nova in the race, but the qualifying is seriously letting him down, especially championship wise. So I don't know what's going on there. We know he has technical difficulties with his PC. Maybe he's on adjusting to VR as well. But this is not what you want when you're competing for a world title here in Urfl.
Yeah, it was. I don't think it was the session he wanted, but he still managed to finish P10 Q3. Is that big? So he's already starting in the points. Now it's just a matter if he will make up points or lose positions.
Yeah, yeah. I'm hoping to see him climb up the order as well. I believe the safety car chance is really low. Obviously, the rain chance is also very low. Should see not a boring race, but maybe a not so chaos-filled race.
Now we could get a safety car here also. It is a full grid, so
Yeah, good point.
there might be some crashes going into turn 1 and 2 because it does tighten up quite a lot.
Yeah, and speaking of full grid, so Hamid's disqualified in Q1, starting at the back. How far do you think he'll get up the grid?
He's going to push for points, but he's had a bad couple of races so far this season, so that might affect him going in. Hopefully it doesn't. I want him seeing do good overtaking, make a position, score some points, but
Yeah.
we'll see. Hopefully it goes well, but we don't know yet.
Yeah.
Do you know what tyres they're starting on?
I have
Getting a pick
absolutely
them.
no idea. I can't. Oh.
3 lines race director,
Oh.
I think. Yeah.
Whoa. A whole new world. Biz is the only guy on the softs. The rest are on hard and mediums. Rooster, a man on pole on mediums, looking to get away from Nova, who's decided to go long on the hards. But Nova is in a medium sandwich there. Cam and Rooster on mediums both. So we'll see. I think there could be an interesting interaction between Cam and Nova off the line here.
Maybe, yeah.
I think the top three will have a bit of a buffer to the rest of the grids. I mean, so far as I'm looking. Oh! That can't be right. That's got to be a bluff by Cam there. Cam
On the
softs? Really?
Is one for bluffing, so maybe so.
Actually, yeah, he's said on multiple occasions. I think if he had the option to say that he's starting on Intis, he'd go for it, but I believe he's starting on. There's no way he's starting on softs, but I was gonna say the top three. I think are gonna have a bit of a buffer to the rest of the grid because we got Mido, Wen, and Blake all offering a blockade to any medium runners behind them, as they're all starting on hards and they're all, like on the second and third row of the grid there, just holding everybody up. So we'll see how that goes.
Yeah.
So Hamid's in last, looking to go long as well on the hard. Sorry, go for it.
I was just going to say I'm quite surprised Dune is starting on the mediums since he is normally one to start on softs and then go mediums in the race.
Yeah, I think I could be wrong, but I feel like Qatar is a very tire demanding track. I think it's got quite a lot of tire wear. I could be mistaken though. I could be really wrong, and it's hot.
Tires, the gone. 5 laps in, you're wondering where your tyres have gone. But,
Yeah, I mean, Cam's surely changed it, man.
If he doesn't, he's a psychopath.
He just wants P1 for 2 laps, and then that's him checked out.
He's got to get the sponsors happy.
Oh man, we should be coming close to that 5 minute mark. What's going on? There we go. Cavs changed last minute to the mediums, and Mido's also gone to the mediums. So maybe Mido will stay with the top 4, but formation lap is on, I believe. It is. And Russo lines our way. We'll double check the tires. Yeah. What do you think of the strats once you see them?
I do think medium hard is the best strategy to go for, from what I've seen previously. But this is T2. Anything can happen.
Speaking of which,
Wazowski. Oh, and Chef. Okay.
So I was just gonna talk about Biz style on the softs and how he's gonna prep his tires for a good launch, but forget that. Yeah, he's the only soft runner. I mean, I just think that's a horrible strategy, and yeah, I don't know. He's not gonna get a good start now either, and he's messed Chef up as well. Have you got I hope that's not Rooster. Not that I'm hoping that it's Rav, but.
I mean, it's like, no, it's not Rooster, it's Rav.
Yeah, it's Rav. I'm thinking Rav maybe could have got P4. I mean, if we talk about race pace with anybody, I think it is Rav, especially when it comes to time penalties. He's really good at keeping clean. And at a demanding track like Qatar, I think he can see himself profit a lot of positions thanks to people ahead of him getting time penalties. So keep an eye out on Rav in the midfield. I think he could have qualified better, but his race pace and consistency have really helped him, especially recently. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, lining up on the grid, and we have is that an Aston Martin back? Yep, Tundra on the hards.
Alpha Romeo or nothing?
Huh?
Alpha Romeo or nothing? I saw one ghosted.
Oh, Clappers is not here. Oh, I don't want to do this. Oh god, that's the wrong button. We're gonna do this.
No, just do the start first.
Yeah, I'll give it 20 seconds. If it's not working, I can't.
I mean, if you like, don't just after Quali.
Yeah. All right. Dune's been disqualified, but I think that's off at the start. But that means he's not gonna have what do you call it, distance to the people ahead of him. But finally the lights are on in Qatar. They are off, and are we ready to go? Yes, we are. And Nova getting a good start on the hards, not as good as Rooster. Rooster should be looking to maintain P1 into turn 1. Nova down the inside on the hards! Rooster gives him the room, and everyone looking like they're navigating the first couple corners cleanly. Cam sniffing the back of Nova. He's trying to make a move, and there's an AlphaTauri spun round. Anime Goba back to the lead. Cam is looking to make a move on Nova here. He knows he needs to make moves. The mediums versus the hards, and Nova hanging on there to P2. But we got a bit of a kerfuffle in the midfielders. Kairaz has gone round. He's been completely spun round, and we've got 2 victims in the opening lap. Colonel Clappers is out. That's a DNF from the Alfa Romeo there, but yeah, originally it was looking like a clean start, but quite a few victims already on the opening lap. Yeah, it's the Haas of Bizowski on the softs, not doing fantastically. Both Williams having a tough start. Rooster looking to break the DRS of Nova already. We'll see how much battery they're using. Rooster is still 95, already up to 9/10. Nova's used a bit more than him, but still not quite a lot. As nicely done, AMG. Yeah, and Cam's used the most out of the top 3 there. And Mido saving ERS. Nicely done. Yeah, what are you seeing, AMG?
A black screen at the moment since Clappers left. I decided to join the lobby so I can inspect it properly.
Oh, Wen's gone slightly off the track there. He's trying to make a move on the medium runner of Mido, but he's not quite got the grip around the outside there on those hard tyres. But Sahamid up 6 places as Chef is maybe looking for a move there, but decides to think better of it. We'll take a look at position changes. And as suspected, yeah, Sahamid by far the best gainer. 6 positions. I mean, I guess he can't go backwards when he started last, unlike Kairazu, who's down in P17.
Mel and Keane are going side by side.
Oh, great spot. Oh, wrong guy. Oh, Mel.
Oh, Mel's got it done now.
Yeah, nice.
But yeah,
Nice,
Mel
nice,
beautifully
nice.
went up the inside of the hairpin, overtaking Ian just on the exit. Put him in his place.
I wonder how hard Rooster's gonna push on the ER. He's not pushing at all, but he's already out. 1.1 seconds. Surely Nova's been pushing hard. That's gonna be big moment for the Mercedes when he keeps it on the track, but he's gonna be vulnerable to Rav. And Rav, we were talking about his race pace's consistency. A driver ahead of him has made a mistake and he's capitalised on it. Top 5 for Rav at the moment, as it stands, and he's now got his eyes on Mido. We'll see how he does there. But yeah, as Tundra and Kian going at it. Kian holding the inside line. He should keep the he keeps the place. Lovely stuff. And I believe Kylie was making it. There's quite a kerfuffle in the midfield there. Dune making up some positions, I believe. I mean, he was down in P10. He's up to P8 now. But really big cluster of cars here. The top 6 kind of hanging around with each other, and then there's another train from P7 to P12. Oh no, P7 to P. What am I looking at? I'm very confused. P7 to P13.
Yeah.
Yeah, as Anime God. As Biz pits and Anime God as a penalty. So, not looking good.
Them softs were already dead.
Yeah,
After 3 laps.
he's gone on to another set of softs.
Interesting strategy choices here.
Definitely
From the
interesting.
T2 drivers.
Yeah, and I think, I mean, just look at the level of management.
Oh, there's been a crash.
Oh no.
It looked like Ica and the Alpha Male of Kali had a crash on the exit of the penultimate corner, and Mel went into the back of them.
Oh no, Ismail got damage on his front wing as he doesn't have any DRS, and Kian gets the job done on the hard compound tyres, and the 2 Ferraris reunited once again. The prancing horses as Wen has caused a safety car. He's still going, but he's lost his front wing completely. And does this help Nova? Does this help Rooster? Who does it help? Not quite sure, to be honest.
I don't think anyone can pit, so I think it'll just be a stalemate at the minute. But it might help Nova be able to push them hards until he can get softs.
Yeah, I mean, we did see Rooster was out of the DRS, and Nova had considerably less ERS than him as well. Rooster looked like he could pretty easily manage that gap. But on the flip side, well, now that what my point was, Nova gets to recharge his battery. But on the flip side, we can argue, in Rooster's case, what am I saying? I have no idea. I think Nova's gained here. I think Nova was struggling to keep with Rooster, and he gets the chill back. He gets the restart, like 2 tenths behind him instead of 1.1, and recharge his battery. So good stuff from Nova there. Oh no, there's no way. I can't believe he did
Little
that. Yeah, I can't believe I fell for that. Like, he's on hards. Come on, man. But is Mel gonna box? Yeah, it clearly damage. I can't see any.
There's a pole time of 1:20.8 by Brewster.
Yeah, it was.
But,
Sahaman's boxing as well.
Ooh, interesting choice. I do think this has actually helped Nova more though now, because tyres are a pain on this, and once it hits lap 5 or something, the hards are quicker than the medium, I think.
Yeah.
Or start to become quicker. But this might help Nova quite a lot, since you won't have to close that gap anymore. You can get a good restart, just pull away, get the head into turn 1.
Yeah. I was just trying to check if anyone underfueled their car, but everyone's above. But yeah, this should benefit Nova. He's basically redoing the start, except the difference in tyres is lower now, and he's on level ERS now as well. I don't think Cam's going to enjoy this because there's no DRS anymore, and he really wants to make a move on Nova. Rav up to P4, I didn't even see that. Well, I thought it was in P5 at the time. I'm hoping that's not an overtake on the safety car, as Anime God gets another 3-second penalty. I think we're going to get a lot of those.
6 seconds already for Anime God, and Bazowski has the drive-through.
Of course. Of course. Who's got fresh tyres? No one's got fresh tyres in the top 12, but Mel on fresh hards. Can he make it to the end? No way. No way.
That would be a push.
Yeah. I think it might even depend if the safety car comes in this lap or not. I was, in my mind, lap 9 was like early. That's early, but he's gone on lap 4. Hopefully, I'm pretty sure the safety car will stay out more. As Wen's on the softs. And we have XD Kylie boxing as well. I don't know what tier 1 pole was.
It was at 20.6.
Alright, well.
So there were 2 times off tier 1 pole.
Yeah.
And 200s off the former T2 driver.
I mean, even in general, like, this is by far the most competitive I've ever seen Urfl across all tiers. Everyone's up their games. The gaps in qualifying are tiny. It's literally a razor's edge. Yeah, it's incredible the level of competition we're seeing nowadays. Bazowski is 56 seconds behind. That's like an average of 11 seconds per lap.
Talent.
Heritage. As we got a bit of overtaking on this safety car between teammates. Is that legal?
You are not allowed to do that if I'm right.
No.
Think I'm right. Yeah.
See what happens there. But yeah.
Nova putting the best, not Nova, Ghost putting the best strategy of all. He said this would have went for hards again now when the safety car came out. Personally think that was the right call, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, for this safety car restart, I do see Nova going all guns blazing, because in qualifying, Rooster himself showcased how strong the slipstream was. At the start of the Grand Prix, we saw Nova stick a nose up the inside. Rooster did give him the space. Everything was super clean there, but I sense a need of urgency from Nova, a bit of aggression. We'll see how Rooster copes with that. We'll see how Cam gains from that as well. And Rav is also want to mention with the race pace. He's into the top 4 already. He's put himself into a fantastic position. And it's quite likely that the drivers ahead of him, at least one of them, will get a penalty as well. So he could get another podium here in Tier 2.
Yeah, the mediums look to be working well for him, helping him get in them positions.
Yeah.
Not many people on the hard display actually. Fine. There we are. Oh yeah, so from P7 to P12 they are hards. And then we got 18 and 19.
Oh. Actually, that's against the rules. Someone's just broke a brake marker board in the first sector there. Can't do that.
If it's intentional, it's against the rules.
Well, I mean, they're on the safety car. You have to take a bit of care. I mean, I'm not sure. I can't believe I'm going to say this, but racing line merchants out there, I don't know if there's any in Tier 2, but that's really not helpful if a guy like me has to deal with that. It's not nice. But I think
I also want me to pose that as a weapon. Did it have to bin because someone took one out in front of me?
I think the ones in Qatar are kind of similar to the ones in Spain. Like, not only is there a board, but there's a white line, so it shouldn't be too horrendous. But as again, there's position changes on the safety car all the time. I don't know what's going on. But yeah, we are getting ready to ramp up back to green flags, and I think even if Nova loses like even 2 positions, he's still the highest hard runner by quite a bit. So it shouldn't be too bad on the restart, but I do think he's going to go for it to turn on that slipstream. Maybe he's yeah, I don't know. You see how much ERS they deplete as well. But yeah, Rooster dictating the pace on the mediums.
Oh, he's gone.
Ooh, Nova going a bit wide there. Rav going very wide there. And obviously both. Rooster deciding not to use his battery. That could be crucial. That's giving Nova the chance to go around the outside on the hard tires and make a little bit of contact. Rooster looks like he stays ahead, but the decision to save his battery. Rooster's not used any, but he still kept the lead. That's a huge advantage. There was a bit of contact, but Rooster's putting himself in a really good position now, as he has still maintained position, but he's got a great battery. That's great awareness from Rooster there, great racing IQ. Nova obviously trying everything he can to get past, but Rooster hanging onto the lead there, and I'm not seeing any major battles or position changes there either. What are you seeing?
Not much down the field, to be fair. They all look like they're in a pace. Oh, we've got a Red Bull and Full Thunder going side by side.
Oh, a bit of contact. And Kairozu behind them getting another penalty as well. That must have been pretty annoying. 2 Ferraris going at it. They're really good friends, and I don't think they'll be fighting each other too hard. I think they'll play the long game here. Both on the hard tyres, looking to go long. But yeah, back to the top 2. Nova could have another chance here.
So could Rav and Cam, I think.
Nova deciding not to go for it this lap, and there's been an incident again involving Sir Hamid, involving Eater Business back into the pits, and both Hasses, not including the Alfa Romeo of Colonel. Ooh, wow. I'm glad I didn't miss a move for the lead there. Nova was a 10th away from Rooster at one point.
Besides the few incidents, they all look to be quite Pickle Tundra up the inside, I think that was, of Chef.
Great move, and is Wen looking to make a move on those softs. Surely. There's been a yellow flag. Is that Mido? No, it's not Mido. No, it's not Mido. He's just losing position, but no safe car by the spins. I don't know. Oh no, Kieran, no! It's Kieran in the Ferrari, not Red Bull. Ferrari. Oh, they look so strong together, side by side on the same strategy, the 2 Ferraris on the hards. That could have worked well for them, but when still behind Chef in the middle sector.
Oh, Blake is causing a train behind him now.
Oh, big gap, wow. What tyre is doing? On mediums. Like yeah. Blake's struggling on those hards. I don't know what happened to Kian, but maybe Kian lost it as well. Maybe the hards are just not a nice tyre to be on. As DRS is enabled, Gaz gets moved up. Oh, big kerfuffle here. In the midfield. Male. Oh, there's contact!
Oh, contact!
Yeah. Ow. A lot of carnage there. Antastic looking like the biggest loser out of that. But yeah, Blake's train, there's a lot of faster drivers behind him here. Tundra hanging it around the outside. Great racing from the pair. Pickle Tundra and Antastic. When finally making the move on Chef. He's made a move on Kylie as well. But yeah, still some pushing and shoving. And will Wen send it down the inside here? Not quite. Thinks better of it. Chef. No, sorry. Alpha Tauri. Too much contact, man. As Wen gets slightly pushed and loses a position to the hard runner.
I think they need to take a breather here. Just take a chill pill. Relax a bit
Yeah.
and make them calm.
Definitely, it's chaos down here. So, oh. Oh. Oh, and Antas got a penalty. Yeah, already big train forming for the top 5, and Blake somehow leading. I wonder if Mido can get a move done now that DRS has been activated. Kairaz's behind him already flashing with DRS. Mido surely should make a move now and try and catch the top 5. Yeah, he does. Oh my god, there's another incident.
Safety
what the
car.
hell?
Sam's in a wall.
And he's... Oh my lord. I think I, at the start of this race, said this is potentially going to be a non-chaos filled race. Yeah, looks like I was wrong.
Commentate curse.
And big question for you, Mr. Mercedes TP. Do the medium runners pit?
I think so. I think they should pit, yeah.
Well...
It's lap 11, the window is about lap 14. I mean, the hards are pretty bad when the tyre wear kicks in. You can lose like 2 seconds a lap on them, maybe 3.
Yeah.
But I think we'll have to pit.
I think Nova's been left out to dry here, strategically wise. If he does go for mediums, can he make him last? Like, this is such an awkward position, because if he doesn't pit, I honestly think Rooster... I mean, Blake's going to stay out. Mel's definitely staying out. And, how many cars are there going to be between Nova and Rooster if Nova stays out and Rooster pits? I don't think that many. And how long is a pit stop? Let's just say... that's what I was going to say. I think Nova does have to pit as well. But this is going to be a monstrous stint, I think, on those mediums. He's going to really have to pray that the safety car stays out a while. He almost runs into the back of this again. But basically the entire grid, apart from Mel and the AlphaTauri and Kylie, boxing for new tyres. So we'll see what the tyres come out as. Yeah.
Like double stack? Yeah, it works perfectly.
Yeah.
Set of hards now for when I see that.
Yeah. I think Nova can do this.
I think Nova might pit again.
Oh. I don't know. I have no idea. It's definitely going to be tough. I think he's definitely going to be in puncture territory.
Nova has jumped Rooster in the pits.
Yeah. Oh, good point. I don't know why I assumed Nova was in the lead the whole time, but yeah, Nova's jumped Rooster. I was just like, yeah, that's normal. No, Nova's jumped Rooster, wow. That's very interesting. Well, did Rooster have like a bad turn in to the pit? Like a red turn in? That's interesting. Yeah, prime time for Nova to run away, but he does have traffic ahead of him, but he should... That traffic might help him if he gets past it in the correct manner and Rooster gets stuck. We'll see how that goes, but how much tyres does he want to use to get past that traffic? It's going to be a real balancing act for Nova here. These next 3 laps, when they turn green flags, are going to be critical for this Grand Prix.
I think he'll just breeze past them. Them tyres are going to be so much slower compared to the fresh medium. I don't think there'll be much they could possibly do to hold on. We'll see. Hopefully they can give us a battle. But yeah, I don't think it will be. There's 3-second time penalty. Another victim of the penalties.
Oh, when's boxing? It's hard to run.
Maybe he's got mediums.
You say maybe or Minty? I heard Minty, that's why I started laughing. Oh, it's a front wing change!
I said maybe. Oh!
And on to the mediums. So Hammer's boxing as well, from fresh softs to mediums. Oh, actually he's serving a penalty, that's fair enough. Because Urfl thankfully stays out. That would have been annoying.
Maybe Blake's on
Bit of
mediums.
drama on the pit exit.
Is it?
Not quite.
A lot of the field is on medium.
Yeah, surprisingly. I mean, the big shocker for me is why is Ika not pitted? And to be fair, why isn't Biz as well? I mean, but Ika has definitely gone wrong with the strategy here, in my opinion. Unless there's a safety car in the next 3 laps, he's gone horribly wrong with it.
Yeah, there might be. To be fair, I've had what, 2 safety cars already? It's not 13.
True.
I would put money on before make it free. We'll have to see, I think. Since it is the midpoint in the race, it's close enough too. And before safety car goes in, do you have any predictions on the winner?
I just think there's traffic up ahead of him. Nova. There's traffic ahead of Nova. There's not going to be any DRS. Rooster. I just think Nova's going to be so vulnerable at the end of the Grand Prix here. If things stand as it is, I honestly think Rooster could snatch it away from Nova here. Yeah, Nova's been left hung out to dry in my opinion. But yeah, and we'll see how well Mel can hang on at it. But I don't think he's going to be able to stop the likes of Nova, Rooster, and Cam pushing through. As we have a McLaren in the background boxing. There's been an incident definitely under the safety car, but hopefully Mel stays out long enough. But yeah, we got a couple guys boxing. Is that Chef and someone else? Mel still hasn't gone.
Chef and
take it away. Yeah.
I was teaching them a lesson in patience. There we go.
Oh, Nova, be careful on your marks. Oh, no! No. Nova, in his eagerness to get past Ika, has now lost out to both Rooster and Cam. That's huge for this race. Huge. Yeah. Wow. Yeah, he didn't want to overtake Ika before the line. Rightfully so. But in slowing down, he's lost 2 positions. And Rooster's got past Ika as well. And if that is before the line, he should absolutely 100 get a penalty there. I'm hoping Rooster didn't overtake.
A bit of contact there.
Between who?
The Red Bull of Cam and Nova, and their contact again between the Red Bull and Ika.
Oh, we got another yellow flag in set 2. But yeah, horrible start from Nova, and if Rooster gets past this traffic, it's curtains. It's curtains for this Grand Prix. This is going to be huge. As Kylie's practically pushing Mel through these final couple of corners. Both guys on worn mediums. I think Mel's are slightly fresher, if I'm not mistaken. No, this is the other way around. Kylie's is slightly fresher. But Rooster now looking like he could make a move. Yeah, turning the DRS on. He's desperate to run away from Cam and Nova. Kylie down the inside of Mel. What does Rooster do? It's going to be awkward. It's free wider to turn one for the lead. Rooster positioning his car beautifully down the inside of Mel. Leaving space, a little bit of contact, but Rooster moves up into P2 and not too messy. The 2 Red Bulls should really swap round now. As Cam's
contact between Cam and Nova.
Oh my lord. Ika's gone through again. Cam's not going to be happy with that, surely. Nova! Down in P15! What the hell? 16!
Yeah, Cam and Nova made contact yet again on turn 2. And it sent Nova to 100 down the order, but he still kept the car in check. And there's contact again.
Dear me. What is going on? But for once, it looks like my prediction's correct. Rooster looking like he's going to be the man to beat today. 14 or 15 laps to go, technically. And he should get past Kylie now, as Ika gets a 3-second time penalty. Let's see if Cam can mount a charge. He needs to get... This is crucial. He needs to get past Ika this lap if he wants any chance of latching on to Rooster. It's Rooster getting aggressive in the penultimate corner, not waiting for the straight. He wants to make the move now for the lead, and he does so. Yeah, P1 for Rooster. The man on pole looking to make it a win.
And Rooster has had no warnings yet this race.
Wow, mega job from him. There's Cam. Yeah, Cam's made that move on the midfield guys. It's surely the dynamic between him and Mel should be good enough. As Anime has retired, is that going to be another safety car? I hope not. I don't know where he's. I think he's retired in the pits.
That's in the pit lane, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah. And another safety car. That is insane.
There was a Merc in a wall with Bazowski, and I think it was Nova.
It was Nova. That's. I mean, I was just gonna say a heartbreak for Mercedes. I think Wen was in the points at one point as well, but Nova looking like he had to make moves on those mediums, getting caught out by a slow-moving Alfa Romeo, the restart, and just dropping down the order like a stone, plummeting. But we'll see what kind of recovery drive he can come up with this safety car. But yeah, brutal for him, and Rooster looking so strong right now.
Urfl, I don't like to leave you during the commentary, but invite me back, I will join back.
Alright, are you getting some team radio?
Yeah. I'm just going to talk to my driver a quick second. Give him that bit of advice he needs. Give me a sec.
Yeah, no worries. Oh man. Smart restart from Mel. Yeah, potentially. I assume it caught a lot of people out. But as long as Mel kept it consistent, nothing wrong with that. And he's only benefited from the chaos behind him. Although he's now boxed. He's in P13. But I believe he's the highest man on fresh tyres. Yeah, he is. So not a bad strategy from Mel, I don't think. We'll see how it goes. But Dune up 5 positions. Kylie up 6, but with a penalty. Let's can we see how many penalties? Yes. Oh, guys, come on. What is that? As we're gonna get a bit of an insight into team radio, I believe, at Mercedes. We'll see what AMG has to say. No worries, include your party audio, remember that, and just talk us through your findings. Destructor says he can't hear AMG. Just double check. He should be able to. Okay. I believe the Alfa Romeo. No, who was boxing there? Sahamid. That gonna be another front wing change for him. Or how old are his tyres? Not that old. See what happens. There's no front wing. He just sacrificed 5 positions for. His mediums are older.
Oh, what a fool!
He's just gone from. He's just he's just lost 5 positions for 3-lap older tyres.
Well.
And he can't pit again because I have to assume the safety car's in this lap.
Unless he doesn't catch the safety car, it will be in pit 4.
Yeah, but surely he has to. He's driving up too slowly for my liking.
Well, I'm assuming you would do what I would do here, and I would back off. I wouldn't catch it. I'll take it again and then catch it.
I don't know. That's I think that's a grey area in the rules here.
If it's not said, it's allowed.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what to say. Brutal from both Mercs here. But good news for Cam. There's only one bit of traffic in the 12 lap old hards of Kylie in front of him to catch the Rooster. So we'll see how that restart goes. I'm sure Cam is going to get his elbows out on Kylie. I think in his mind, I feel like he's a driver with a little bit of low confidence. He doesn't really believe in himself as much as he should. He's probably telling himself, yeah, I'm probably not as quick as Rooster at the moment. He's just got to have that mentality that I need to get past Kylie, I need to stay with Rooster, I need to make a move on Rooster, I need to win this Grand Prix, not just let me just stay with Rooster, you know. I think he can win this Grand Prix, as by the looks of it, Rooster's gone already. Yeah, definitely. Rooster's gone already, and Kylie's right up the back of him. He's gonna get a juicy slipstream. We'll see what happens in turn 1. Rooster again leaving the space beautifully, going off the little bit.
Oh, he's at a
no!
moment. No!
Oh my lord, that pure Belgium chaos. Cam going from a beautiful podium position down to last place as Kylie on those old hards loses the car. I'm surprised that's not another safety car. But wow. No front wing. Cam must be fuming. Dune also losing out tons. Rooster gaining tons. He's already out the DRS of Kairazu, who isn't even going to be a threat to him, surely. I mean, they're on the same lap tyres, but there's a bit of a pace difference between the two guys.
Not to mention the penalties between the two. Gaz has 9 seconds to come.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, we're getting a little wheel bang with Tasset. I don't know what I was trying to say there, but it just formed.
Ooh, a bit more contacts. Oh my lord. This is pure chaos in here too. But the Aston Martins look super strong here in P3 and P4, both without penalties as well. Mido slightly dropping out of the DRS of Kite. Yeah, they made a move. Pickle Tundra now going ahead of Mido. Yeah, tactical as Pickle Tundra is on those mediums. They should be faster than the hards at the moment, I believe.
Yeah, that will be.
Yeah.
But I think Pickle Tundra will have to pit again. No, they won't last, I don't think. And Kairazu's setting the fastest lap of the race so far. So he's shown he's quicker than Rooster at this point in time.
As Cam salvaging what he can as he pits for softs and a new front wing. Maybe looking to go for the fastest lap, but that is heartbreaking for the Tier 3 champion, who's... I feel like this guy is such horrible luck. He's always in a podium position, and in the final phases of the race, it just blows up in his face. I don't get it. He's cursed. He's Nico Hulkenberg.
I think it's his mentality. Yeah.
I mean, I don't know how much mentality is going to stop yeah. A sliding AlphaTauri in front of him. This time around, there's not much he could have done as Biz has left the session. But Kairazu, super impressively, I mean, he's drained basically his entire barrier, but he has got into the DRS of Rooster here. And that's what I like to see. I like to see a driver not giving up. And Kairazu has also extended away from Pickle Tundra, so it could be a fight for the top 2 here. Between only the top 2 drivers, and lovely stuff from Gaz there. He needs to make sure he stays onto that DRS and manages to save his ERS as well as Nova's making moves. Chef's
is that
making moves, and there's an... Oh no, Rav! No! Turn 1 is turning into a graveyard. This is insane. yeah, another driver I was looking forward to seeing a great result from in an incident. I don't know what to say, but Nova's caught up to a huge goal! Round
That
the
looked like
outside, a
great check.
beautiful double overtake. Fantastic! Late on the brakes there on Nova. Great move. And he's behind his, well, best friend, Chef.
I was going to say that.
Who is on the softs, and I can guarantee, I believe Chef is going to defend like a hawk. So we'll see how that goes, but we'll keep an eye on the gap. Let me know if that drops onto under 4/10. As speaking of gaps, oh, Kylie's lost more positions as he's off the track. But speaking of gaps, Rooster has extended once he's used a bit of battery and has extended to Kairazu, and yeah. Rooster has managed his battery, has managed his race to perfection in my opinion. One of the smart, very clever drive from Rooster as well. He's obviously quick, but he's made, in my opinion, flawless decisions. Strategy, ERS, when to fight. It's just perfection in my opinion. A great drive as Antacid gets ahead of Sahamid. But yeah, I'm really impressed with the level of driving as Kian is now out of the Grand Prix. As we'll see what happens. He's in the wall. Oh! Mel
There's 2 cars in the
also...
wall. He's took Mel with him, or Mel's took him.
Mel's reset the track. To be fair, it looked
I
like
didn't see
Mel was
anything.
trying to reverse. I think Mel was trying to reverse, and he's not gained any position, so that should be okay. I'm hearing that Kylie also reset the track. I don't know. Cam's in the box. Oh, this is a safe Cam's race actually. Look at the amount of penalties
Safety
I'm
car.
ahead of him. Yeah, full safety car.
Everyone going on softs?
Oh, we were just talking about how Rooster has made flawless strategic decisions. This is arguably going to be the biggest decision he's had to make this Grand Prix. Does he go onto softs? I have to assume he does, right? Yeah, surely he's got to.
Or will he stay out?
Oh, this is a big, and he's driving slowly. The cogs are working in his brain. He's trying to figure out what the best move is, but I have to say, pitting for softs, I believe is the correct strategy.
I don't.
Oh, Rooster Kairazu's boxing. Rooster's staying out. Everyone behind him is pitting.
Nova stays out. When stays out?
Nova's staying out. Nova's on slightly fresh mediums though. Rooster's on kind of worn hards. How close is Nova going to get to Rooster? Oh! P4! He's got... Oh my lord. Nova has to navigate a very, very angry Chef, might I add. An
new
angry
chef.
The new chef. The villain chef.
Yeah.
But then he's got his teammate, who surely should wave him through, and then he's got an ailing Rooster on hards who's decided to stay out, and I just have to say this was not the right call. I mean, now we have hindsight. What do you think, AMG?
I would have stayed out.
I don't know,
I think
man.
the softs will die. A lot. Like, just drop off massively. So, staying out would have been my call if I paid on the last seat.
Yeah, I mean, the grid is pretty spread out. Cam's like a minute behind everyone. So I'm guessing we're gonna have like 5 laps of racing. Maybe that's even optimistic. Lap 24, I'm thinking, is gonna be the end. But this is big. But I mean, how do you say, like, big turning point? Big something's been thrown into the fire. Chaos. The final couple laps here, drama.
Chaos is the only word.
This race has been completely turned on its head. There we go, that's what I'm looking for. The tables have been turned, everything's been turned, it's upside down. We're watching Cam go side to side. We'll see what happens, but Rooster's heart has got to be pounding. He should feel okay. Chef has a penalty. He's going to defend hard from Nova. Wen's on kind of dead mediums, which you can argue are actually slower than the hards at the moment. So Rooster is not in an incredibly terrible position, but I do believe he's compromised. His main threat is going to be Nova, in my opinion. He's going to be guns blazing. especially on Chef, and he's going to go hard on Chef for sure, and I can't wait for that. I just hope
That-
he doesn't go too hard.
I mean, it depends on what the team orders will be like up there.
Yeah, I mean, who knows? Maybe the rookie doesn't get out the way. We'll see. We'll see what happens. But this, one thing I can say for sure, this is going to be a blockbuster ending to a chaotic race in Qatar, and I think I'm pretty safe in saying the most chaotic race in Tier 2 this season for sure. I'm interested to see how far up Cam can get as well. Mel should let him go. He should inherit 3 positions off the bat. Dune and Kairaz have 9 as well, so Ika 6, Rad 3. If Cam keeps it clean, I think he could be on for like... and he could make a couple
P5
overtakes as
maybe.
well. Yeah, P5, and if he gets Mido, P4, right? Or,
Yeah, I think so.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Fresh
I think
sauce
maybe
as well though for him maybe.
yeah,
So he will gain.
yeah, we'll see what happens. But unfortunately for Cam, he's caught up to the pack, and no, but that's good for Cam. But unfortunately for Rooster, it looks like safety car is in this lap, or is it not?
Yeah,
It is. It is. Big moment for Rooster. He needs to get a fantastic launch. He doesn't want to get into a dogfight with Wen, who may have also been told over the radio by Nova, give him hell. You know, just slow him down, hit him, whatever. Just break his ankles. Yeah. And the dynamic between Nova and Chef should be interesting in this restart as well. We'll see what happens. But Tundra as well, looking to profit on the penalties of the people ahead of him. Should be a good result from him as well. See how everybody does. A lovely consistent pace from Rooster there. That's what I love to see. Slowly edging up the speed. Wen is harassing him. There's a bit of contact between Chef and the Williams, the Dune and Williams, but Rooster has gone. Wen is in the slipstream. Rooster has done a fantastic job of going late. Nova and Chef going at it. Nova looked for half a second to maybe looking at a move, but Rooster with a great restart, keeping it late to minimise the amount of slipstream the car behind him has. Great from him. As Pickled Tundra is getting swallowed up a little bit by the Alfa Romeo. And Blake up positions. Great restart from Blake there. As Ika's making moves as well. Dune's lost out a lot. Midfield going crazy. Blake's made a move on Nova. Blake's on the softs. Could Blake win this Grand Prix? What tyre is Blake on? Blake's on fresh softs. What the hell where did Blake come from? He's going round the outside of Chef. He's made a move on Chef. He's only got the... oh my god, Blake's going to win this Grand Prix. Ferrari back on top in Qatar. Let's see what happens. But Rooster is ailing. What's going on? Nova's dropping like a stone to these soft runners. What is going on? Blake is making a move in the Mercedes. Oh, that could have ended in tears. But Blake up to P2. And surely Blake is going to bring glory back to Ferrari. After a really tough start to the season, Blake with a strategic masterclass. Looking at Rooster into the final corner. Rooster knows he's cooked, surely. And Blake, big contact right behind them. Chef rounds, Alfa Romeo round, chaos at the back. The gap is closing ever so slightly, but Blake deciding to bide his time on those softs. A little bit of contact, and he's got so much more grip. Nova back up to P4 after a chaotic start. He's got 2 soft runners behind him. I wonder if Wen is going to get out of the way for him, but what do you see, AMG? Blake into the lead, round the outside, Rooster not quite giving enough. They're locking wheels. Blake is completely off the track, and now down the inside with a superior grip. There's literally nothing Rooster can do. He's unstoppable, and Blake is going to go off into the distance. There's no point even commentating, but yeah, Nova is having a hard time catching up to Rooster as well, with the soft runners behind him, and Ika's not having a fun time either. But where's Cam? Up to P9. looking like he could maybe get a top 5 finish. You're right, AMG. AMG.
Forgot my mic was muted. Starting by time.
Yeah, Cam's made a great start in this restart. Blake, I mean, winning this Grand Prix, fantastic. I completely missed the moves he made on the restart. There must have been some chaos ahead of him because a lot of people were going slowly. There was some contact on the restart as well. Blake looking like he's profited beautifully. And, I mean, if he gets a 3-second penalty now, that would be one of the craziest twists. As Nova is just getting swallowed by the soft one on Ramido. Yeah. I was hoping to see more, maybe not more aggression from Nova, but more pace for sure. I was waiting to see Nova and Rooster fighting it out as Mido goes off the track there. But yeah, I mean, Rooster was just defenseless from the rapid moving soft Blake.
The softs were just too powerful.
Yeah, it was unstoppable. Honestly, Rooster got his elbows out. He arguably pushed Blake off the track, and still Blake muscled his way through. There's literally nothing he could have done. The Kairazo with 15 seconds of penalties now as well. As Nova is just dropping, man. I wonder if his car is damaged, because this is just horrendous pace from him. He does have 3 drivers ahead of him with penalties, but no, he's really dropping. What is going on?
Maybe he's thinking the softs will drop and he'll be able to kill, like bring it back on them once they die. But he might only have a lap or two to do so.
Maybe. I mean, everyone he's let pass now has got severe amount of penalties, so maybe he's just trying to stay out of trouble. Not wanting any more contact, but he's got to make sure that he is within his teammates' 3-second time penalty, who is making a move on Rooster, and he's off the track. Blake with the fastest lap on the softs. Blake could get full amount of points here as well. He's got clean air, beautiful track ahead of him, and Wen has made a move on Rooster with 2 laps to go, and so many people, as Pickle Tundra has stolen that lap from Blake, unfortunately. I need to think of a line of like Scarlet Ferrari winning. I can't think off the top of my head. Nova's much better than me. Where did Blake qualify? He got into Q3, didn't he? Yeah, Kian got knocked out in P11, I think.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. He's 6th, I think. Yeah, I can tell you.
I don't know. You know what? You do it. I don't want to do it. You do it.
Alright, I'll figure something out.
He
starts P6.
But we got a bit of a sector to go. We'll let him start the final lap, but I just want to say he's pulled a huge gap to Wen, and I just want to see Rooster and Wen go at it, because surely Rooster's going to mount a charge on Wen. We'll see what happens there. As Nova's got a 3-second time penalty.
If Nova can get on, I was going to say maybe Wen could back up the pack a bit. Make it a double mark podium, but
yeah, I think Wen is too far ahead for Rooster. But I turned our attention to Cam, who's one of the only drivers that have kept it clean. He's looking on course for a top 5 finish, you're right, and maybe top 4 if he's close enough to Wen, which might he be? I can't. No, not quite. He's just outside. He's a bit too much outside. He's got a bit of a gap ahead of him to Nova. If he closes up, maybe, but I doubt it. Yeah, it was. But yeah, go on your little Ferrari speech.
I don't like being on the spot. I'll do it on the line. That's the thing.
Yeah, he has lost a bit of time to Wen, to be fair, which is surprising, but yeah, I don't know what's going on there. He should have pulled like 4 seconds by now, but there's chaos at the back. Probably one of the most chaotic races I've actually ever seen, ever. But yeah, the finishing order is not going to be anywhere near what the timing screen says, but forget about the timing screens. Blake bringing glory to Ferrari, the Scarlet Ferrari on the red wall tyres as well. It's red all round, and Blake is going to cross the line here in Qatar to win one of the most craziest races I've ever seen in my life. Rooster inherits Wen's P2. Wen still claiming onto the podium by the looks of it. Mido P4, Cam with a super clean drive, only a tenth away from stealing Mido as P4 there, and Rav, despite getting spun around at one point, still a good drive from P6, but Nova is not going to be happy with P7 there. Great qualifying. It looked like he had great race pace as well, but strategically the mediums weren't great to him after the safety car, and yeah, I could not get through the grid there. I'll get the, is it top 5? It's top 5, isn't it? As Chef gets driver of the day.
Fair enough then.
Oh man.
I mean P3 for 3 different cars on the podium basically, that's what I was trying to say. So yeah, it was an interesting race. 3 different drivers showed the pace. Rooster got unlucky there at the end because of safety cars, I think, and just the strategy didn't go his way because of it. Blake, he played it to perfection, winning in a scarlet red Ferrari.
Yeah, right. His team principal was going to be really happy with that. But P6 to P1, great drive from Blake. Rooster losing out there. I think he should have got on softs, in my opinion. I'm going to stick with what I said. He's lost out the win after a crazy pole in qualifying. Lost out, but P2 is still not a horrendous result. P3 for Wen, P4 for Mido, Cam in P5 again. Just losing out. He's always in some sort of drama. Rav, P6, solid drive, I guess. P7 gutting for Nova, but I'm just going to run through it quickly. P8 Ika, P9 Sahamid, 10 Chef, 11 Karazu, 12 Dune, 13 Mel, 14 Pickle Chandra, 15 Antacid, 16 Kylie, 17 Kian, 18 Biz, 19 Anime God, and 20 rounding out the final car is Colonel Clappers. I got there just in the nick of time.
Sounded like you were losing some oxygen there.
I need the top 5, so who was that? Let's get Blake in here.
Blake, Wen, Brewster.
Blake.
I've invited Brewster.
Mido 4th, right?
Yeah.
I'll invite Mido.
I think Cam was 5th.
Yeah, Cam was 5th.
We can't get Mido and Cam. His PlayStation. I don't think Wen will join because he's already Wen. But who else do you want?
Well, who was in P6? I've forgotten.
Can we finish behind
Nova in here. We can get Nova
I'll
in.
invite Nova then.
He finished P7, so
close enough.
I'll allow it. Alright. Yeah.
Congrats, Blake.
Easily yeah.
Very well done.
Crazy race at the end there. I mean, it was crazy all round. Nova, that looked like a really interesting race on your part. That's all I'm going to say. But just talk us through calling the race, man.
So Q1, Inter run. I think I won the Inter championship. I think I did. So yeah, there's one positive to take away. Q1 was fine. Medium run. First one was terrible. The whole lap was great, and then I just messed up the penultimate corner. But I did another run on the mediums, and I went through. I didn't need it. I thought I would need it, but I guess I didn't. And yeah, then Q2, I had some fun with Blake. Blake got out of the pits. He somehow timed it to where he came out inside of me, barely got ahead, and then yeah, we had some fun on the first part of the outlap. And then I'd set the 21.4, which was 21.3. I don't know what the fuck it was.
21.3.
So after Blake came out inside of you, what happened?
Oh, we were just messing around. We were just messing around.
Just messing around, yeah. No problem.
But yeah,
just fooling around.
I set the lap. Saw some people calling me a sandbagger, so I just made sure to pull up the receipts. And I think Q3, I think I would have been pole had I not messed up the run plan. Because I should have stayed behind Richter there. I shouldn't have. I thought he was letting me through, so I went through. And as I was doing it, I was like, oh, have I the gentleman's agreement, whatever, the Q. And I was like, oh shit, might have done that. And then he saw he's getting the dirty air. I just didn't think anything of it. I was like, oh, he's gonna get the dirty air through the lap. It's not gonna matter. But my lap was amazing in Q3, except for one corner where I lost a tenth, and a tenth was what I lost for pole. So who
Oh,
knows? Who knows what it could have been? That could have been fucking awesome. But congrats, Rooster. I mean, what? Wow, what a strategy for Q3. I mean, your games, head games, Alpine. But yeah, and then in the race, I wanted to get in Rooster's head, so I tried to kind of use some ERS in certain places, get alongside him in turn one, make sure he knows I'm there. Yeah, and then other parts of the race, and it was hectic. I think first stint was fine. I knew I was gonna block anyway. When Rooster went in, I was gonna follow Rooster in no matter what, even in the first safety car, that early on. But yeah, I was kind of chilling behind him, just hoping to stay in the DRS. I was in the hards. Not really much you can do. And then the mediums felt good, but and then I was so happy I jumped Rooster out of the pits. I don't know what happened, Rooster, but I jumped you out of the pits. I was elated. Like I don't know what
I
happened.
tried looking
Maybe
back, and I have the
uh,
bind sign on my wheel that when I look back, it's like the pit thingy. So when I look
mhm.
back, it was like early, 3 seconds. I had to stop. So it was like, it was annoying. But you know,
Oh, beautiful.
it's
Yeah.
whatever.
And then on the restart, I got literally the perfect start, but LKA, whatever his name is, got the worst start I've ever seen in my entire life. So I had to back off,
yeah.
and then Rooster went to my left, Cam to my inside, and yeah, and then I got annoyed, and I just tried to start really pushing for it. And me and Cam went alongside, and I haven't seen the replay, but I thought I was alongside, and I thought he had the room to give me more space. I don't know. We'll see. Yeah. Other than that, I think after that I had a huge moment and then fell well down the order. I went for a terrible sentence to Hamid. But we did talk. Apologize. We've sorted it out between us. Um, and then by the way, okay, the mediums would have gone to the end just fine. And if I needed a two stop, I think it would have been the better strategy than going hards to the end. That's like hard. Like the tire delta here is ridiculous, and then I'll play in later, as you saw.
Oh,
But
wow.
yeah, the tire delta is ridiculous here. Um, but yeah, just stuck at the back. Then I was following Biz, I think it was, and then I get to his inside because he's fighting with Bark, who's racing driving like a maniac, and uh, I don't understand whether I moved left on him or he moved right on me. I have no idea, but an airplane crash happened. I think he moved right and I moved left. That's from what I'm seeing in the stream. But yeah, whatever. Safety car happened. I boxed. I came out behind Chef, and I heard you guys talk about, oh yeah, great friend Chef. I was like, my whole thought process was, I'm gonna race him fairly and cleanly. I hope he does the same. And I mean, I didn't get to go alongside with him, so so I think he would have. I think he would have been fine. It was a problem later on when Dune was right behind, and I realized. I figured he would, but yeah. Uh, then I had the box, came up behind Simon again. Bark was driving like a fucking maniac. I went up his inside 3 times and I got zero space every time. I'm shitting myself every fucking time. Like that's another reason I don't want to do a two stop here because I can't cut through I don't know how you guys were cutting through the field because I can't without fucking Code Brown. Anyways, um, did Bark and Biz, I think it was, or Sam, they've almost died at a collision. No, it was AlphaTauri. I saw you saw it. He almost, like, they almost brake checked into turn there, and I went around the outside at the hairpin. That was pretty nice. And then I had Chef in front, and I was like, okay, this is gonna be a tough pass. I knew it was gonna be a tough pass, and unfortunately, I didn't get to. And the safety car came out, and I was like, all right, I need to stay out. I need to stay out. I should have boxed in the end, or softs, but hindsight is 2020. It was P4. I was happy. I was looking good, and then. Uh, Dune came. I saw it was Dune behind me, and I was like, "Oh." And I was hoping Wen would back Chef into me, hopefully, because Chef was on the softs. I knew the softs were still gonna have the grip, so I was hoping Wen would do it, but Wen didn't seem to do any of that. Yeah. Then on the restart, I got a good restart, but I had to back off. I don't know if Chef. I think Chef just had a bad restart. He'd probably speak to it, but yeah. I had a good restart. I had to back off. I just pulled back in behind him, and then I couldn't. I just went backwards. I really went backwards. Maida was behind. I was hoping when he had a 3 second, I was hoping we'd swap positions and he'd defend for me, but I understand that he didn't, and we weren't in a party. So yeah, it was fun to say the least, watching all the soft runners go by, and then I think I can get my 3 second removed. I don't know who it was, but I think it might have been Park. He gave me a little bit of tap, and I had to go wide, and I think I got a warning from that. So I'll have to check. Hopefully, I can get it removed, and then maybe get a podium out of it. But other than that, yeah, what a fun race that I had to finish. Whatever.
7, I believe, at the
It was
moment.
P7.
Yeah, who gives a shit?
Does that even score points? I don't have many questions after that. You answered pretty much everything I have. AMG, do you have any?
Next week is Qatar. How do you think you'll do there?
I mean, I want to fucking win. That's what I want to do. I think
I would hope you want to win.
Yeah, good point. But I think last Coda League race I messed up quali, but I think I could have done a low 32 in quali. My quali pace seems to be good, so it should be fun. Me and Rooster, we had an American front row lockout this time. We should have another one next time out. Hopefully, Dune figures it out. Dune seems to be a bit of Yarno up here. He has no quali pace, but he has some race pace. He has some good fucking race pace. But yeah, I don't know what happened to him. Maybe Chef can talk about it. I have no idea what happened to Dune. I saw him at the back at the middle, but he was like P5 on the restart, so I guess he by the way, Chef got fucking destroyed. Oh my god. Chef got murdered. I saw an absolute first degree murder happen in front of me. I don't know what the fuck that was, but yeah, other than that, I think Coda should be fun. Hopefully we have a better race. Hopefully it's cleaner, less safety cars. I wasn't expecting this many today, but yeah, fun. Congrats to Blake on the win, and I wish I could have fought Rooster more.
Lovely.
Congrats on your points. How many that may have been.
Yeah, congratulations, Nova, I guess. We look forward to what the stewards say about that 3 second penalty, but yeah, I'm sure you would have wanted a much higher result here today.
Oh, you best
But
believe.
yeah, Chef, welcome to you. Obviously teammates with Dune and obviously racing yourself. Just talk us through Quali in the race. Include your audio as well.
Quali, I knew for a fact I could have gone to Q2, but I went deep on 2 corners and probably lost about 3 or 4 attempts, which hurt my quali time, but quali has never been my strong point, as we all know. Dune just wasn't really on it today. He was messing about at the start of the race with VR, no VR, and then ended up no VR right at the end. He said he hasn't done any practice this week for Qatar either, so I wasn't really expecting him to battle for like podiums anyway. And then the race, yeah, I did get murdered. I also had the pleasure of meeting Bark. It was awesome. And then right at the end, with 12 laps to go, I pitted for softs. So I worked out in Grand Prix mode just before I came into the race tonight that I could do at least 14 laps on softs. So 12 laps I was more than happy with. And it looked like it was going to put me potentially 5th, 6th, which I was more than happy with. And then at first on my stream, you do hear me shout at Kian because I saw a red car and I just seen Blake overtake me that I thought it was Kian, but it wasn't Kian. It was Iker. I don't really know what he was doing, which made me drop down. And then right at the end, from what it looks like, he done a tapped pass as well. But we'll get the stewards to review that. But yeah, still with the points from what it looks like. So better than last week.
Yeah, and I'm gonna steal AMG's question and use it for everybody.
I have a question
how
as
do people
well.
do in Kota?
Oh, it's a terrible track. Yeah, probably not a strong one for me. I do not like the track at all. It just seems to be full of fake corners from other tracks, really. It's like they've tried to take the best corner from every track and lump it together and still manage to murder it. So
Completely
yeah,
agree.
maybe ninth, maybe 10th at best. I don't reckon I can match Nova, Dune, Rooster. Seems to be now Blake as well. People like that. So if I get 1 or 2 points, I'll be happy.
Lovely. AMG.
Um, as the former McLaren TP, how do you feel about McLaren's pace or finishing positions from the last 3 races?
Um, myself, judging from my point of view, I think last week at Imola was the first time as me as a driver has been the only driver not to score a point in the team since I've joined the Urfl, which is really annoying. But I think the team's good. I just think we're getting a bit of bad luck at the moment. And probably people are driving a bit too hot-headed, myself included. So it's probably not helping. But I think in terms of the Triple C, I think there's so many mixed teams this season that one team doesn't have to win every race to win it. I think there's going to be so many different winners in terms of Ferrari, McLaren, Mercedes, Alfa, Aston Martin. That is the total points this year for the winner is going to be a heck of a lot lower than what it was last season. So I reckon as long as a team gets 2 or 3 races of consistency, that could do it for them. And that could be any team right now.
Yeah. Focus done with the questions.
Yeah, I can't think of any at the moment, but yeah, I just.
Can I ask one?
Yeah, of course.
Chef, when I was behind you and Dune was right behind, was your plan to back me into Dune and get him to pull a 9
Great
second gap?
question.
No, actually, with Dune's time penalties, it was the other way around. I was asking him to back people up because I had 3 seconds, he had 9.
Yeah.
So, and he said he was on old hard, so there was no way with his pace that he was going to pull away from me by 6 seconds. So I told him to back people up, and
How old
he
were your
obliged.
softs? Because you could have got a podium here if you didn't take it out, no?
No,
Would've
a
been close.
podium would have been a stretch because Rooster is just a freak of God round
Oh,
here.
right.
It seems.
Yeah,
I don't know what breakfast he had this morning. It was ridiculous.
Porridge.
Rooster is a Middle Eastern merchant. I swear down, man. It's C on 22. C on 22 in Jeddah.
Jeddah.
My man cooked.
No, but
Oh,
then
yeah.
obviously Wen was just ahead of me with no penalty time penalties. I had 3, so I knew I was at best P3,
Mhm.
and then Blake came in like a fucking wrecking ball with his fresh softs, and I weren't gonna battle him. I battled him for maybe 1 corner and judged it and went, yeah, I'm not gonna do this, not a
They
chance.
went-
So I just went bye.
Round my outside every time, and I was like, I can't do anything. I can't do
Yeah.
shit.
And then I was coming through the last corner. I had a little, like, I could feel the car just about struggling, so I let off a little bit. And then, yeah. I don't know how my car didn't wreck, to be fair. I thought I was out of the race. But somehow, just made a Teflon. So it was quite handy.
Yeah, that's all from me. AMG anymore?
Bit unlucky race for you, Chef, but yeah, thank you.
Right.
Yeah, super unlucky, but made the best of a bad situation, I guess. But moving on to Cam, our man in the Red Bull. Talk us, well, don't talk us yet. Include your audio and then talk us through Quali in the race. How'd it go, man?
Hello, it is, I believe, is included.
Yeah.
Qualifying one was okay. Wasn't confident I get through, right? But then by the time I put in a new set of tyres, there wasn't enough time anyway, so I had to just hope it was fine. It was fine. Qualifying 2, I think, was fairly easy. And then the third qualifying, I invalidated 2 laps in a row, which was nice. And then the last one kind of cooked. But then Nova
Hell
and
yeah,
Richie
it
took them off.
cooked.
So
Yeah,
fair play to
provisional
Nova and
pole.
Richie,
How did
they
you? Yeah, how did you
crazy.
take provisional pole?
I mean, you guys had the laps. You 2 cooked. You were like
Still.
4 tenths ahead, right?
Yeah, but still, Cam, you were setting like low 21s the entire thing, and then you do a 21-2, final Q3.
Yeah, I think I matched my time trial pretty much. So yeah, obviously I'm happy with that for sure. But yeah, qualifying went well. Yeah, qualifying goes well. Races don't so much.
Yeah,
But
yeah, go for it.
Alright, moving on to the race, it went okay. I guess Nova was on hard, so he wasn't horrendously fast than me, so I just tried to hold on to a second to him at one point while he was battling Rooster. So that helped me just try to hold on to them because they were obviously faster. And then safety car, blah blah blah, and then nothing happens till here. And then I get good restart. I think I get ahead of Noah, and then I don't know. I believe we hit. I don't know if it was my fault. I haven't watched it back. If it was, I apologize to Nova, but I do not know. Yeah, I haven't looked back really. But yeah, after that, then another safety comes out. No, it wasn't a safety. Actually, it might have been, but I'm up to third at this point, maybe. And then AlphaTauri just decides to bin it, and then it just takes my front wing with him, which is very nice, which is why I go to dead last by ages. Then another safety car comes out. I have no fresh sets of softs, which wasn't too nice. But I was just like, a lot of guys probably have penalties. It's Qatar, just go off the penalties and see where it happens. And yeah, I guess it got us up to fifth, which is, yeah, okay.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like you're starting to develop a habit of being in good positions and then just having them taken away from you. Are you worried you're like sort of turning into the Nico Hulkenberg of this league?
Nah, okay. I'm
Nah.
doing better than I expected, for sure. I mean,
Yeah,
I didn't
yeah,
think I'd be anywhere near like 10th coming into the season, so
Yeah, but just like uncontrollable events around you, like just keep hindering you from like amazing results. Like you keep getting good results, but I feel like if you had a bit better luck, you could have some really solid results.
yeah, maybe shit happens, eh? You put yourself in the
Yeah.
positions, shit happens.
All I'm saying is
Yeah,
Orca jinxed you.
Yeah, of course it did.
I gave
rather
him too
what I
much
did for
screen
you
time.
yesterday.
That's the problem.
Like, oh, yeah.
Yeah,
People sacked him.
how do you think you're gonna do in Kota?
No comment.
Okay. Well,
AMG?
I've got nothing. Oh, yeah, I've got nothing. You took my question.
Yeah. Trying to think.
Nobody will have a question.
Yeah. Ah, unlucky. No, any drivers? No one
no.
want to comment on the contact?
No,
Oh, yeah.
not really.
No,
Was
alright, fair
I mean, I
enough.
know Cam, that's fine. I'll look, but I don't think it was. It's definitely not malicious. It's just racing.
Alright, well, thank you, Cam. We're gonna move on now to our pole man, our pole sitter, and our P2 man, Rooster. Include your audio, man, and talk us on qualifying in the race, but in great detail. I need to see what happened in the final part of qualifying. That was genius.
Three. Oh, we go out for. All day. All right. Oh, originally. I goes by.
I did too.
Jeremy of sector 3. Get a little drip. I go up. Put out. I go up.
Yeah, I mean, we saw in Q1 and Q2, Nova had a lot more ERS than any other driver in the final sector there, and it gained him huge.
Yeah, I
And
was called.
You can thank Aston for that. Yeah.
yeah,
So you want me to explain when? So into turn 4, you turn it off, and then you can either turn it back on, exit to turn 6, and leave it, or what I do is I turn it back on, exit to turn 5, off into turn 6, on back out of turn 6, off into turn 7, on for the rest of the lap. Because once you get used to it, it's so much time, and you can thank Kitten for that.
yeah, it's huge. You watch it back. Qualifying was a blockbuster. I'm really proud of that one. Like on a competitive side. But anyway, this is not about me. It's about you, Rooster. Talk us through the race.
Build up the capacity, guys.
Yeah.
Please hit it. But... and then. I. I don't know.
Kinda.
A little bit. Yeah, I think it's about 20. Line of cars. I had a little. I was just up to do. They took me. Happy. I kept. A little bit.
Yeah. I mean, apart from that final safety car, I think every decision was perfection. Every time you turned on the ERS, you put it on at the right time. I was really impressed with how you were commanding the race, managing the gap behind you. It's just such a shame for that final part. And I just want to know, you said said Shaney joined the party. What was his advice in those final laps in the final safety car? What did he tell you to do?
It was like.
Yeah,
What's it called? Yeah, I but alright, no.
yeah. Yeah. I mean, we'll get to Blake in a minute, but what do you think? How do you think you'll do in Kota?
Spell it out.
Pretty fun. Right car in P1.
And you say you're looking for the championship. You've missed the first two rounds. You've came back and despite being, on the wrong end of the stick in the final couple of laps of strategy, you still had a good result. Like, do you think you can bring it back in the championship?
Track. I was coming.
Yeah, love that. I'd like to see you bring the heat to the top, guys. AMG, any questions?
No, but all I can say is amazing storytelling.
Yeah. Yeah, and yeah. Unlucky on losing out to win to our man Blake in the Ferrari, starting P6 and winning. Thanks to a late safety car and a beautiful strategy call. Blake, take us through it, man. Quali of the race.
Well,
And include your audio. Be careful.
yeah, it's included.
Yeah, lovely.
Q3. Surprised I got through because I don't know if it was one of the Alpines. I don't know if it was Risto or Ravi. But I don't know if they were on a lap or they just didn't realise I was there. But through sector 3, they gave me all dirty air. But I was struggling to get the car in, and then coming to the last corner, they gave me a little block, so I had to tap the brakes and get out of the way. But I luckily managed to make that my one and only run in Q3. Q2 was very, very sketchy. I did my run. It was like a 22 flat, and I thought, that's safe, that's fine. And I ended Q2 in P10. And I ended up being the one to knock my teammate out by 0.004. So very close. Q3 bottled my final lap as per usual. I always do. And the race. I did. Starting on the hards and put in the extra fuel you need for Qatar without a safety car. Well, that turned out to be a very bad idea. Started on the hards. Most people around me on medium, so I did struggle to keep up with them for a bit. So I ended up falling off the front, running back and leading the pack behind them. Little bits of contact that were just a bystander in, but nothing really too major. And then I was cruising again for after the first safety car. The second safety car came out, decided to go onto the mediums. And that for me was going to be my push stint, because I knew a lot of people were going to be on the hard, and I was already planning to box again later on. So I'm trying to push, but I have a certain Aston Martin that is, some students will say, is just purposely blocking me and then causing me to half spin. So at that point I thought the race was ruined, so I was just going to cruise and try and take home minimal points for Ferrari, because the first 2 races have been not the greatest for me. Imola's not a good track for me. Bahrain was... I prefer not to speak about Bahrain, but... yeah, so there's just a lot of weird racing going on. Then Keane ended up having contact with Mel, just put them both in a wall. So because of that, I ended up getting him as my engineer. So the safety car came out, and I was in 2 minds whether to box or not, because I knew I had, there was still a lot of life left in those mediums. But me and Keane both decided it was better to pit, so I pitted. And then Keane was able to tell me when, was it Rooster that led the final safety car restart?
Yeah.
Yes, Keane was able to tell me when he went. So I went as soon as he went, and I got 2 of the 2 other soft runners ahead of me straight away off the start. And then, man alive, that start was insane. I just ended up just going through everybody like it was nothing. Luckily, I was skeptical about one move, and it was the Nova move, because I didn't know if he was just going to turn in and block my outside of me, but luckily he had the smart decision to stay on the inside and let me go around the outside, because that was going to be
ridiculous pace. You should see my clip of it, man. You got past me, then you cut right ahead.
Yeah, that was
fucking
scary.
beautiful.
I seen that as
Beautiful.
well. That was
Yeah,
horrifying.
but I knew I had the grip to. I did it on a couple of the other moves as well. Like
Yeah.
Doom one, I ended up, and I think I went round Nova and then cut straight across and went past Doom. It was
Yeah,
mental. Like
super.
the Rooster battle though, so I had 2 track limits. One of which was myself, and the other one was also myself, but stupid. I decided to look behind me during a safety car and just go off the track, which is always smart. But once I got past Rooster, it just became like a settle down, and I had to push to get out of the DRS. But after that, I decided I'll sacrifice some pace, not try and fly off. I'll sacrifice some pace to stay on the track and got the win.
Yeah, I mean, you were having a pretty solid race in the midfield. Not really making an impression on the front guys, but that safety car came out. You made clinical moves on those softs, surgical, cutthroat, scary. You know, cutting through the field perfectly, and just out of nowhere came through, and yeah, great result, great strategy. How do you think you're gonna do in Kota?
It is one of my stronger tracks. My only problem with it is track limits, which the last race I did at Qatar, it was actually only a couple of weeks ago, but it was on wheel, and it was like my second ever race on wheel, and my hands were dying. I ended up with like 18 seconds of pens, and I somehow managed today to keep it without pens. So hopefully I can do the same next week around Kova.
Yeah, yeah, great race, man. And AMG, any questions? AMG, maybe unmute your mic.
Maybe that was a good idea for me to do, yeah. No, I've got no questions today. You've took them all. Unless you asked the Quali one. I wasn't listening.
I did.
Yeah, you've took the
Yeah.
question.
Great result at the end there, Blake, bringing glory back to Ferrari. You should be happy with that. So yeah, and it was a chaotic race, so literally anyone could have won that.
Yeah.
I think. So well done. But yeah.
Congrats
Thank you everyone for tuning in, and see you next week. Ciao.